Right. Here we are. Welcome to Prince Music Company Sunday Showcase. I'd like to say happy Valentine's Day to all you beautiful ladies out there. Um, we got Dylan Wild here today. This man can sing. Gentlemen, keep your ladies on a short leash. This guy is going to make their little hearts melt. We got a great show coming up. We're going to get on with it right now. I've had enough. Let's go. Dylan, take it.
Hi, my name is Dylan Wild. Hi, I'm Dylan Wild here at Prince Music Company. It's Valentine's Day. So, for all of you lovely people who are in relationships, this is not for you. Not for you at all. I'm kidding. It's for everyone. I hope you guys are having a good Valentine's Day so far. Hope that you guys have great plans. Hope that it's a fun one. For you single people out there, it's okay. It will happen. It will happen one Valentine's Day. But for you single people out there, this is a song, an original, called Gone. There you go again, leaving me with a hole again, and leaving me all on my own again. It's just like you. Here I go again, searching my soul for the words to mend, and try not to break when you make me bend. Nothing new, we won't be the same. I refuse to be part of your game. When will you realize you need a change? Oh, I want the truth, oh, so I'll be waiting here till you make up your mind. I'll give you your time, I don't mind. Tell me if you're moving on, so I'm not waiting here with you stuck on my mind. If I'm not the one that you want, or your love for me stopped and you're already gone. There you go again, trying your best but you just pretend that you only see me as just a friend. No need to lie, you're so back and forth. You don't even know what you're fighting for. Just act like you don't care anymore. Open up your eyes, so I'll be waiting here with you stuck on my mind. And after your time, I don't mind. Tell me if you're moving on, so I'm not waiting here with you stuck on my mind. If I'm not the one that you want, or your love for me stopped and you're already gone. So I'll be waiting here till you make up your mind. I'll give you your time, I don't mind. Tell me if you're moving on, so I'm not waiting here with you stuck on my mind. And if I'm not the one that you want, or your love for me stopped, then you're already gone. You're already gone, 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 gone. Thank you. This next song, it kind of fits in with the whole mood and with Valentine's Day. I wrote this song in Duluth. It's probably one of my favorite songs. It's on YouTube. It's called Suit and Tie, and it's about having fun and getting dressed up and, going out and really, really living like you are the richest person in the restaurant or in the town or in the entire state. It's about having fun and dressing up and just having a good time with whoever. And this song is called Suit and Tie. Let's hit the town tonight. Put on your best dress. I'll wear my suit and tie. Oh, my Sunday best. We'll act like millionaires just for the night. Soaring through the air on a first class flight. Nobody out here knows our names, son. Nobody knows where we came from. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Like we're the stars of the show. Yeah, we got them eyes everywhere we go. Like we're Kennedys. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Let's hit the town tonight. Let's act like we just met. You loosen up this tie that's hanging round my neck. We'll act like millionaires. No one can tell the difference. And if they stop and stare, let's show them what they're missing. Nobody out here knows our names, son. So might as well act like we're famous. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Like we're the stars of the show. Yeah, we got them eyes everywhere we go. Like we're Kennedys. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Nobody out here knows our names, son. So might as well act like we're famous. Let's act like we're Kennedys. Oh no, let's act like we're Kennedys. Like we're the stars of the show. Yeah, we got them eyes everywhere we go. Like we're Kennedys. Oh no, let's act like we're Kennedys. Suit and tie. Thank you. Yeah, I did. Thank you. Thank you. This next song, it can kind of relate to Valentine's Day, and it's about two people who they know they have feelings for each other. You know that the connection is there, and you feel like it's not gonna work, or like you're a little bit indifferent because of battle scars that you have, on your heart or in your soul. And this song is about two people who have gone through hell with their hearts, who are still willing to give it one more try. And this song is called Battle Scars. From the first time we met, we got addicted to the feeling we got when we would kick it. Something inside her eyes was missing. My friends tried to warn me, but I wouldn't listen. Fell too hard, a little too fast, too far to make it back. But her heart won't fall for that, not after who it fell for last. But we both got battle scars from war on our hearts. So when the road gets dark, I'm here through whatever, I'm here through whatever. I'm not gonna let you down or push you around like all the others that you found. You deserve better, I can do better, yeah. Doing all I can to try and hold these feelings in, but every time I see that smile I fall in love again. It's so hard for me to sit and try to pretend I'm not going crazy thinking about what we could have been. Fell too hard, a little too fast, too far to make it back. But your heart won't fall for that, not after it fell for last. We both got battle scars from war on our hearts. When the road gets dark, I'm here through whatever, I'm here through whatever. I'm not gonna let you down or push you around like all the others that you found. You deserve better, I can do better, yeah. I can do better, oh. We both got battle scars from war on our hearts. So when the road gets dark, I'm here through whatever, I'm here through whatever. I'm not gonna let you down, push you around all the others that you found. You deserve better, I can do better, yeah. This next one I can't fully explain how I wrote it because I'd get in trouble. But one morning I had woken up, I had done some extracurriculars in the morning, and I was just walking around my house, and I was kind of just, and in my head I was like, that's really good. So I went back to my room after I had my morning cigarette, and I ended up writing this song in about 20 minutes, and it's just about going out and having a good time and finding somewhere that can be anywhere in the world as long as you're with this person, and it's going to be a good night. And the song is called Good Night. So if you're at home, grab your loved one real close and do a little slow dance, although it's not that slow of a song, but you can make it work. Grab the bottle of wine and I'll grab the blankets and pillows. Hop in the car, name a spot, wherever you want, that's where we'll go. I don't care if it's miles away or an open field right up the road, as long as I'm right there with you. Look at the moon and the stars so bright like they're shining for ya. Nobody compares to you from New York to California. I don't know if it's obvious, but baby, I adore you. Tell me, do you feel it too? Gonna be a good night. Gonna be a good night. When the sun goes down and the stars come out, we're gonna be alright. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, 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 oh. Look in your eyes, the feeling inside when you call me baby. With my hands in your hand, does it feel perfect to you? Or am I just crazy? I wanna hear yes, not a no, a kinda, or sorta, or maybe. It's only you and me in the moon. Gonna be a good night. Gonna be a good night. when the sun goes down and the stars come out, we're gonna be alright. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, 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 oh. Even if your day was hell and you don't feel like yourself, I got nowhere to be. You can count on me, and I'll do my best to make sure that it'll be a good night. That it'll be a good night. I'll pull you close, I won't let you go. I'm gonna hold on tight. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night. When the sun goes down and the stars come out, we're gonna be alright. It's gonna be a good night. Oh, 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 oh. I have a lot of sad music that I'm not gonna try and play all of it. It's Valentine's Day. The perfect split of being like a happy day and then being like a really sad day. Exactly. What? Yep. You're right. That is my normal niche. This song is called "The Love I Love the Most," which is probably one of my favorites I've ever written. It's probably the saddest I've ever written, and it was started as a letter to my ex girlfriend, kind of just being like, "Yo, what's going on? Where are we? What's going on right now? And if this is the end, if this is gonna how we're gonna play it, I want you to know if there's one last thing I can leave you with, I want you to know that you are the love I love the most." So the song is called "The Love I Love the Most." Where could you be? Remember when you told me you'd never leave? Lately, with you gone, it's hard to breathe. Feeling like you're the only thing I need. And all I know, you loved me yesterday, now I'm alone. Why is it so hard to let you go? When I know your hand's not mine to hold. You're letting go, set me down gently. And if our hearts have changed, why am I pretending? If this is the end, I need you to know that your love was the love I love the most. Where did we go wrong? Was there something I was missing all along? Was I too blind to see you were already gone? Have mercy on me if you're moving on. You're letting go, set me down gently. And if our hearts have changed, then then why am I pretending? If this is the end, I need you to know that your love was the love I love the most. You're letting go, don't let go of the memories. I know our hearts have changed, so why the hell am I pretending? If this is the end, I need you to know you're letting go. Set me down gently. I know our hearts have changed. I think it's time I stop pretending. If this is the end, I need you to know that your love was the love I love the most. Kind of on that same train, you guys are gonna figure out. I think I brought this up last time, and I bring it up quite a bit. Most of these songs are written about the same person. Like a lot of my songs are written about the same person, which is kind of funny to me. And you'll see it's like a wave how they go. This one is called "Still Mine." I think a lot of people can relate to this, in some way, shape, or form. And it's kind of like a mind game you play with yourself after you lose somebody that you care about, and in your mind you still pretend that they're still yours and everything's still there. You kind of lie to yourself about reality a little bit. So this song is called "Still Mine," and it's my realization that I've lied about reality to myself for too long. So the song is called "Still Mine." I'm not good at this. Help, I lost myself again, but I remember you. I feel like I'm drowning, haunted by your ghost. I feel a dance around my room. It drives me crazy. Every time I think of you, I still smell your perfume. And I know you're gone, gone, gone. If I could turn back time, I'd find you again. Even though I know how this ends. And you get closer and closer, and then I pretend you're still mine. We had it all. Now the only time I see your face is in my dreams. It breaks me down to know I'm what you wanted, but I wasn't what you need. Was there something other than the fact that you felt like you couldn't change me? And I know you're gone, gone, gone. If I could turn back time, I'd find you again. Even though I know how this ends. You closer and closer, and then I pretend you're still mine. No, no, no. I'm not good at this. Help, I lost myself again, but I remember you. I feel like I'm drowning, thinking of you happier with someone new. If I could turn back time, I'd find you again. Even though I know how this ends, you got you closer, and then I pretend you're still mine. I pretend you're still mine. I pretend you're still mine. 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 I love the snaps, Drew. I love the snaps. That's what keeps me going. Um this is my song I always joke about that people will love, and they'll come up to me and be like, "That was such an upbeat, happy song. Like that was so much fun to listen to." Um, and they don't understand that I wrote it that way on purpose. Because when I wrote this song, like if you're listening at home, when you watch this, you will want to like get up and move around. When I wrote this song, I was in my bedroom crying profusely. Like I was just draining tears writing this song. And it's called Someday, and it's about being in a moment, and in that moment realizing one of the saddest things you can realize, that this is going to end at some point. This is going to end, and I'm going to enjoy where I am right now in this moment, because I know someday it probably won't be like this anymore. So this song is called Someday, my sad song hidden behind a very, very upbeat guitar. Someday the pages of my life end. I know the chapters that you're in will be my favorite part. Drawings made from your love will be my favorite art. Someday, or in another lifetime, till every last star in the galaxy dies, be searching for the fire you have inside your eyes. And I'm not saying we're meant for forever, but I think we're meant for right now. And I'm not saying we're made for each other, but I love when you're around. All I'm saying is, look what we found. Someday, when the pages of my life end, I'll go back 100 times and relive every word, every moment, every chance, every dance, and every dumb joke I heard. And I'm not saying we're meant for forever, but I think we're meant for right now. And I'm not saying we're made for each other, but I love when you're around. And all I'm saying is, look what we found. Oh no. this all becomes a memory, I can't go back to where I'm at right now. Laying with you, your head on my chest is all I need somehow. One day, when this all becomes a memory, we can't go back no matter what we do. Just remember my favorite chapters begin and end with you. But who's to say we're not meant for forever? I know we're meant for right now. And who's to say we're not made for each other? I love when you're around. All I'm saying, and all I've ever said. I love what we found. Thank you. This next one is called I Fell in Love Once, and it's not by me. It's by a guy named Chase Coy. But I think this song is perfect for a lot of people, especially on this day where you have that person, or maybe you used to have that person, and now this day is kind of coming up and it's reminding you of what you had. And I was playing a little bit in the warm up. It's about being in love and then it goes away, and you're like, man, if that's what love is, if this is how this feels, and this is how it goes, I'm done with this. This stinks. So this is called I Fell in Love Once. I fell in love once before. Now I won't be falling for that anymore. Where in your basement I think I misplaced my heart. What did I do that for? Don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear your sweet voice. No, I don't wanna talk anymore. So if you happen to find it, I'd be much obliged if you drop it off at my front door. And don't leave a note, 'cause I swear if you wrote me, I'd probably take it all back. God only knows I must stay on my toes, 'cause I can't allow myself to do that. I always wanted you to stay. Now I'm wishing you away. This is what love feels like. I'm done with it. I fell in love once before. No, I won't be falling for that anymore. We would whisper to me and we'd watch some TV in our fort on your living room floor. I don't wanna see you, I don't wanna hear your sweet voice. No, I don't wanna talk anymore. So if you happen to think of me, don't think that I will be waiting around like before. And don't call my phone, 'cause I'm feeling alone, and I'd probably take it all back. God only knows I must stay on my toes. I can't allow myself to do that. I always wanted you to stay, but now I'm wishing you away. This is what love feels like. I'm done with it. I fell in love once before. Now I won't be falling for that anymore. Thank you. Guitar skills on fleek. Speaking of guitar skills, my guitar skills. So this guitar I'm playing right now. If Drew can get a good little look at this. This guitar right here that I'm playing, this lovely guitar. This is all thanks to Prince Music Company letting me use this. And fun fact, you're seeing it, you're hearing it. There's gonna be a raffle for this very guitar right here. It's gonna go all the way through April 11th. And when they do their show on April 11th, you don't have to be here in person. They'll announce a winner. So there's going to be a raffle. Be on the lookout for it. This guitar right here. This guitar right here. My skills will not be included. Dylan sold separately. Just the guitar. I am not involved in the raffle. Thank you. Yeah, it had to be said. 4 minutes. We could probably. I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze one in 4 minutes. A little like the win a date with the Bachelor. So we got 4:15. I don't think I can squeeze one in 4.
I loved it. And like he said, this guitar right here, Mitchell, 6-string electric acoustic, we're raffling it off April 11th, right here in the store on the show. Buck a ticket, man. $1 a ticket. You could win that guitar for $1. Come on down, get your name on the list. Let's get this flowing. Until then, have a good day, everybody. Be cool, be safe, stay blessed. Happy Valentine's Day.
I know what my intent is, so why would I be scared? I want to build the biggest building in town. That's who I am. And you know how I want to do that? By building the biggest building in town. And a lot of people want to build the biggest building in town, and you know how they want to do it? By tearing everybody else's building down.
Jeez, man. John Lennon called. He said he wants his glasses back. Dylan, how you doing?
I'm
Yeah,
doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Drew?
I like to tie too. Give them to me. I want the music.
Like we're cruising. Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be carrying this, man. That's why we book personalities here. Oh, it's live. Maybe. How about you, Pika? How's your mic working? But yeah,
I think
is
my
the
mic is
ultimate.
on.
Is my mic
Keep chopping in and out.
Right. we're just gonna chit chat here. Your mic's not working, so
Yeah. See, when before the show starts, that's when we get the time to actually
Happy
chit chat,
Like we
as
Valentine's
already
opposed
Day,
to
talked
just.
everybody.
about last time where we give Rick the fake mic that you can cut
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean,
Dummy Mike for the.
he's a trickster. You should have.
He don't need no help over here. You just knock it off.
You got all these ideas for when you start your own podcast, right, Dylan?
I'm taking notes. I actually have my phone right down by my side. Whenever you say something, I'm knocking it all down. I got it. Got
I
it
can
ready to
hear 'em.
go.
All right, I can hear them. They're coming through the monitors anyway.
You start a podcast in like your room.
Yeah, I'll start one in my room called the Wild Hour, and it'll just be me talking about random gibberish for an hour.
That'd be dope. And then like you just like step brothers it, like yell at your manager, like Mom, stop.
Mom, stop! Get out of my room. No, I got
That's
some.
how it
I
should
got roommates now that are. Most of them are pretty cool. We got one
Most
that
of
we.
them?
Yeah, we got one that we. We're a bit indifferent about. I don't know
if,
how
what
much.
If, what if like
he's gonna
most
watch
of them
this.
watch this podcast and then they wonder which one it is?
Oh no, most of the people I live with don't care about my musical career.
Is that
It doesn't.
is
It
that a
doesn't
good or a
benefit
bad
them
thing?
at all.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. But
They're
also,
they're all right. They're pretty supportive. I had a while where I would just like go up to them and, hey, can you listen to this song? Hey, I wrote the song. Can you listen to this? And I think they got really sick of it really fast.
well, I
So-
mean, I think they'd want to like continue a relationship with you for when
Yeah,
for when you inevitably blow up and
That's what I was thinking. How dumb
get,
can you be?
get like 40,000 followers on TikTok or something.
Yeah, something
Become
like
a
that.
local celebrity.
I
a
wouldn't
local
say. I wouldn't go
public
that
figure.
far. Yeah, they we got one that we that we're all a bit indifferent about. He doesn't seem to care about the rest of the house, and so we just
Okay.
don't care about him.
All right, so when I'm thinking of like the variables that make up a bad roommate, lack of communication.
Yep, that's one.
Not very clean.
He's clean.
Not taking responsibility.
That he
what
would- that he
angle
doesn't
of
do.
this immediately pops into your mind? Or am I missing variables?
No, you're right on. The one he's clean, but he doesn't help clean. Like we tried to have like a chore board that was his idea to start, and we would all do like we'd take little areas of the house and we'd all get together and do it.
Okay, yeah.
And then we just ended
Are
up
you
it was
all
like a
renting, or is it one
Renting,
of
yeah.
them kind of the landlord? Like, is there like a main liaison between the person and the landlord?
nope. We
So
are
it's
all
equal responsibility in this household.
yep. No, we were gonna get all
That sound. She'll get squeezed when she's getting ready. I was looking at my intro there.
Oh my goodness.
I was looking at my intro there. We gotta have Nate on the show. I want to ask him how that chop felt in the intro. Yeah, 'cause I was the new age nature boy when I was wrestling. You know those.
The new age nature boy.
Yeah, that's BOI Superfly.
Nature boy Superfly. Oh, I like
That's
that.
right.
I like that.
I'll ask him. You want me to talk into the mic? You want Rick to talk into the mic? That's not a good idea. He was doing great when he was away from the mic, thinking he was talking.
I just want to choke you.
So
He's a wrestler, man.
that's,
Watch out. He's trained.
That can take on different meetings in Valentine's. Welcome back to an episode of the System Sunday Showcase, a special Valentine's Day episode, where I'm here with my boy Dylan Wild. It's round 2, Dylan Wild versus
It
the
is.
System.
Yep. Round 2.
Can't believe he accepted my challenge to come back on
Yeah, no.
Valentine's Day.
I had too much fun the first time. There's no way I
it-
couldn't come back. It was too much fun.
Emotions are running wild. You see what I did there?
I did.
Emotions are running wild. It's a special Valentine's Day episode. I think we're all single, except for Pika. Pika's married to the store.
Oh, nice. That's commitment right there.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
Mhm.
I appreciate what you do.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Thank you.
That was like the least genuine like. All right,
You just
Hey,
said it
hey,
to say
you
it.
just stay out of it.
all right, Dylan. 'cause
Rick
this is-
better
this is some
appreciate
important
it more
information
than
that we
anyone.
were talking about here. You were complaining about I think one specific roommate that you were living with. And there's information that can be learned here because there's to be a great roommate if you're living +3 that's cost effective, so you got to know how to live with multiple roommates here.
Yep.
So you got to be clean, you got to have good communication, you got to
Communication
take
is key.
accountability. And I was going to ask you more about that, but you were complaining about your guy. It sounded like he set up the cleaning schedule and like was the least clean guy.
It wasn't that he's the least clean. It's like, say if there's dishes. You're walking on, there's dishes in the sink, or there's some stuff left out on the counter. What you'd usually do as a roommate is you would see that, and even if it's not yours, you're part of the team. You go, oh, I could clean that up. Oh, there's some pots on the stove. I could clean those up. He would just sit there and take pictures of them. And we have a group chat. He would take pictures and put them in the group chat and go, hey, someone needs to clean this up. hey, someone needs to take care of their dishes. Someone needs to get their cups from downstairs. And it's like, dude, you can't just do it while you're sitting there. You'd rather just take the time to take a picture.
And he did that more than one time.
Oh, multiple times. He's
Multiple
finally
times?
stopped doing it. Like, he's kind of off the
You
train.
gotta nip that in the bud.
Yeah,
What
but
a
we always
waste of
talked
energy.
about. You always hear, when you move in. I heard it from my parents and my grandparents. You hear when you move in with friends, they're always like, be careful, because when you move in with friends, you're gonna hate them. Like, you're not gonna be friends with these people afterwards. And we always joke about, we're like, man, of all the people in this that it could have gone sour, and like, once we get out of this house, we won't be friends anymore. We're really glad it was him. That's the one that like we're all having issues with. We were like, man, that's nice. That's a bailout. So. But yeah, other than that, it's sweet. Being out of the house, we've been in there for 2.5 years now. So being out of the house for one of the first times in my life and getting to live with my friends. And
Are your friends all kind of musically based as well, or do they pursue different passions?
they are not musically based pretty much whatsoever. A lot of my friends, I mean, they love music. Like, they love listening to it, and they'll dissect a couple songs and, I like the guitar in here or whatever. But a lot of them, they listen to more like hip-hop, rap, and it's a bit different than what I listen to, and yeah, they don't play any instruments or anything like that. My buddy Jake tried, sold him one of my guitars when we were younger, and then he sold it to Pawn America. And I showed up at Pawn America, and I went, that looks a lot like my guitar. And I went over to it, and I was like, can I see that? And like held it, and I was like, this is my guitar. So I messaged him, and I was like, hey, where's my guitar by chance? And he was like, oh, it's downstairs in my room. And I was like, oh, so I'm not looking at it right now at Pawn America? And he was like, okay, so, and I was like, I don't even want to hear it. Try to help you. You did this.
How are they your friends?
Right.
I'd have bought it.
Bunch of BS.
I'd have bought the guitar and then told him I want it back, and I'm coming to get it. He ran down there to Pawn America to get it, and it would have been gone.
Oh, I should have thought about that.
Then
That
he'd have
was
to explain.
Smart.
Rick's mad that he brought it to Pawn America instead of Prince Music Company.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hear that, Jake? Get with it
Yeah,
next
Jake.
time.
You hear that, Jake?
Hear that, Jake? Get with it next time, man. Get with the program.
What do you do with your friends that aren't musically based? You don't close them out because you're a snobbish, gonna make it to the top
'Cause
no
I'm a
matter
diva.
what. Yeah, because you gotta cut out the fat in your life.
Only
You
to
gotta
be around
to
music.
become the best. There's no emotions at the top apparently.
Gotta cut it all. I gotta be heartless. No, we get along really well. We play, especially in the winter when it's so cold here in Minnesota. We hang out a lot in our basement. We'll play video games. In the spring, summer, fall, we go swimming. We go longboarding a lot. Longboarding is a really fun habit of ours that we go do. Hammocking, we'll just go longboard to some spot, find some random spot in the woods, and set up a hammock. So that's always really fun. Adventuring as much as we can. Cliff jumping, we really like cliff jumping, going to the quarries or going to Cannon Falls. So
Cannon Falls.
a lot of adventuring, a lot of outdoor stuff.
That's
is what we
pretty
try to do,
intense.
tossing the football around. So yeah, it's
Pretty
not.
intense
There's no
adventure.
disconnect there, just because they're not musically based, and I am.
No, that's awesome. So you've been to Cannon Falls?
Yep.
Very cool.
Up there a few times.
Oh, we're
Taylor's Falls.
We're talking about the one like an hour out east.
I have
Southeast?
no idea directions from where I am standing or where I am at a
Same.
given time.
I like.
There's
as
one
a-
in St. Cloud. That's the quarries that like
Quarries.
everyone goes to. And
Okay,
that's
we
like
might
the
be
big
thinking
one.
of different Cannon Falls.
And then Cannon Falls is in. That's the city. It's Lake Billsby. Lake Billisby.
There's only one Cannon Falls.
in Cannon Falls.
Minnesota. Really?
that you know of.
Yeah.
They're adding a few
one.
more. They're making a
That's fine.
sequel.
I mean, I'm on your side though, Dylan. I do not have like a great sense of direction, but that's just the way I was raised. If I need to know where to go, my phone's pretty much got me covered to a point.
Exactly.
Where I don't like my parents, or how you were probably raised, Rick, is if you're asking for directions, you like, oh yeah, take a left on I-35, go 3 blocks, take a right. My parents hit me with that all the time. They're just like, yeah, hey, I'm trying to go this place, and they're like, okay, here's what I know this. All you gotta do
Yep.
is third stop sign, you take a left. I'm like, no, I just need the end destination. I got my phone right here.
Yep. Yeah, my dad's the king of that. Well, you're trying to get here, right? Well, okay, here's what you're going to do. You're going to get on to 35. You're going to take that down to 694. You take 694. And they'll list this off, and you're like, I have my phone in my pocket. I can just say,
You guys,
directions to Prince Music Studio.
you guys
No,
are
bring it
growing
in.
up in such an easy time.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I
unbelievable.
say having it coming out of my mouth, I know how robotic it's at. Like
Little bit.
I have to put zero thought into it, but I guess it's really
I swear.
just. Well, I can spend my time thinking about other things.
Even when we were growing up and you'd hear teachers say all the time, when you're in math class and you'd be slow at math, you're just trying to figure it out and take your time. And the teachers always had that famous quote, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket.
That's right.
You got to learn how to do this. You're not going to have a calculator in your pocket. And now we have more power in our pocket than what got us to the moon.
Right before English, where they made us learn cursive.
I actually like cursive. I write in cursive all the time. I like I'll write letters to people, or I'll kind of write them to myself. If I'm writing, I'm usually writing in cursive.
I feel like the only relevant time I use cursive is when it asks for a signature.
That's fair. That is the one thing that you have to know for sure in cursive.
It's like when I see a signature, it's like print your name and then signature. So I think of signature as don't print your name. But is it possible? Can I print my name where it says signature?
I think you could probably just do like a squiggly line or an X.
Okay, well that's too far. I mean, I try to make it but I do kind of try to mimic, your doctor's signature, where it is kind of just like
just the little line.
Yeah.
What about you, Pika? Do you like cursive? Do you use cursive on a daily basis?
I don't have very good handwriting.
Pika, I thought you didn't want to debut on this show.
Well, I have to be polite. It's Dylan.
No, yeah. Taka, what's your signature look like for when I'm cashing checks under your name?
Yeah, I do the first letter, and then the rest is kind of like,
Okay. No, when I was a super over wrestler, I had to, sign T-shirts and stuff like that, and so it used to be like, like the first the D real nice, and write it out, and then the S real nice and squiggly, and then something else. But then if you have to like sign 50 things in a row, it kind of devolved into just one squiggle.
I'm such a child. I'm just laughing about the fact that you said do the D real nice. That got me. It's Valentine's Day. That got me.
It's necessary. You always do the D real nice. Your reputation is important out here, folks.
Exactly.
The family show.
Indeed. So Dylan, let's just get this over with, because I know this is a topic you'd probably be excited about. But how about them Buccaneers, man?
We called it.
Your boy?
I called it. We were talking to the first one. I called it. Everyone go back and watch the first one. We were talking about Tom Brady. I called it. It was cool. I was really excited. I was excited when they went, and then obviously to see in the weekend's halftime show. Oh my goodness, it was incredible. It was incredible. It's a good game. I didn't think they'd shut him out as much as they did, but it was a good game. I was happy to see Tom get another one, and him and Gronk.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I had a lot of fun watching it, and didn't really get to have the same Super Bowl party you get to always have, but the year of 2020 going into 2021, so just got to hang out with my dad and my family and my brother and his kids and watch the game.
That's GOAT status right there.
GOAT status.
Seven rings. Something for every beautiful skinny white boy to look up to.
That's why I've got all my rings on. I'm trying to get to 7.
You're trying to get to 7.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to 7.
When did you win your first 4?
1961. 1742, 1391, and 2012.
I'm waiting for Rick to say that was a good year, but he's not there. Oh, he's making sales. He's making sales over there.
He's doing big boy moves.
See, this is the fun part about doing a podcast in a music store. You get to, do business here. I like to think that this sale that's about to happen was because of us.
Yeah, well, obviously.
They said, hey, 2 people talking into a podcast, I'm going to come in.
And they're dressed in beautiful suits. I have to buy something from this store.
That's right.
Yeah. I think it was us. Rick will call it and say it was him, but...
Yeah, well, we're going to make sure we get our commission on it. Just keep the camera on Dylan Pika, because you can see Rick in the background selling the electric guitars.
Yeah. I know that. I just looked up. It was funny when she panned his seat. After you look back and said he's not there, and then she just had the camera on his seat and it's just empty.
Where is he?
Awesome. Where's Rick?
No, I kind of want to just do random, anyone who comes in, hey, you're on a podcast. What are you trying to buy?
Podcast. What do you got to say today? Who's your Valentine?
Because they were going to be I was just going to look, but are you really going to go on live TV and say, yeah, I'm just looking? And you're going to no, I'm going to buy the most expensive electric guitar in the store.
I'm going to buy 3 guitars and a ukulele. And then we're going to have to expose them for lying if they do.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is.
It is. All right, Dylan. So last time we talked, you said you were at 1,000 TikTok followers.
Yep.
And what is that number now?
I believe it's couple shy of 41,000. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was it was like this week cycle of I was with my lady friend, and we had been going through a little rough patch, decided that it wasn't gonna work, and then like a couple days later, then it was Christmas right after that, and then a couple days later, it just kind of started going up and up, and then yeah, I had a couple of videos, I got like 100,000 views, and yeah, 40,000 within like a month and a half. It is insane. Like it's one of the craziest. Like I sat there for a bit, and there's like this trend where you look up, and they'll be like, "Oh, I looked up how much 10,000 people is. I looked how much 20,000 people is." So it's like I'll do that. I'll kind of see what it's like. So you look up like crowd of 40,000, and I looked it up, and I was trying to find like these good pictures, and I really couldn't. And then I looked up stadiums because I saw a picture of the Pittsburgh Steelers football stadium. And I was like, oh, yeah, stadiums can hold like 40,000. So I was going to kind of look up what stadiums I knew or what I could look up pictures of. And that's more people than can fill up Target Field in Minnesota. Like if they filled up every single seat, it'd be more than that. And I was like, dude, and I sat there and kind of like looked at my phone, locked my phone, and I just sat and looked out my window up at the sky and just kind of
told yourself,
two little tears
I am
came
bigger
out.
than the Minnesota Twins.
I am the Twins.
Can I have your autograph?
Get out of here.
Come on,
That is the
really,
one thing I
want your
don't
autograph,
like.
man.
I don't like that about like, especially like friends. Friends will say it to mess with me, and like people on TikTok will say it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have this rule that you stay away from the F word. I don't like that word at all. I
Is
don't
that
like
vodka in
when
that bottle there?
100. It's actually vinegar.
No, vinegar.
Straight vinegar.
It's not Everclear.
Nope. Oh God.
It's Fiji water. It probably costs more.
But I don't like the word famous. I don't know why. I don't like when people, like my friends will say, "Oh, there's Dylan, you're famous now, dude," and blah blah. And people on TikTok, "Oh, you're gonna be famous. You're already famous." And I don't like the word.
TikTok's a weird beast.
It is, dude. There are some weird people.
40,000 followers. You know, a lot of that can be, bots. But but not to
Trying to take credit away from me.
No. To dive deeper into it though, TikTok is weird in sort of like how it gives you organic reach. It gives you the most organic reach out of like probably maybe LinkedIn has more, but like in terms of just natural, you can post anything for free and it'll show it to like 500 random people.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my videos, if you like looked at mine, I'm sure if we looked at yours, for a dude, it can be like, you post one video, 500 views, one video, 100 views, one video, 500 views, one video, 100 views, one video, 100 views, and then you just keep posting, and then out of nowhere, 90K views. And it's like, okay.
They pick and choose. It's like, we don't like you today. Remember that you're nothing. Nobody wants to see your content. You're famous. Everyone wants to see your stuff. You're a star. We don't like you anymore. You're still not famous. You stink. It goes back and forth.
500 views, another 1,000, another 500. And by the way, this 90K video that you have, they're just feeding it to an audience like over time. They're just like, oh yeah, they loved this one for some reason. I wonder why.
Yeah, I'll still get like comments and people like it, or they'll send it to me, which is the weirdest thing cause people will send it to me like in my DMs on TikTok. They'll send me my own video and they'll share it with me and be like, oh my gosh, this was so good. And I'd be like, you can just comment that on the video. It's my video. I know which one it is. So you can just comment. You don't have to send me my own video and be like, this was really good. But yeah, there's some outlandish people on that app. Like I'll put a video of me singing and some people will like say some stuff that I'll have to comment and be like, you guys know my mom's on here, right? Like my mom watches my videos. Do not comment stuff like this. Like one person said something about like having kids. Like, I want to have your kid. And I was like, yo, my mom's on this app. You need to chill. And all she said back was, what, she doesn't want grandkids? And I'm like, yo, do you even know me? I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, it's weird. People are freaking weird, man.
She was shooting her shot, man.
She was. She said, you know what? If this is my one chance I get, I am going to go all out. I'm going to go balls to the wall. I am going to lay this on the line. Let's have kids. Can't blame him for that.
You know where that phrase came from? Balls to the walls. Do you know where that came from?
I do not.
It's actually back in when the industrial era first took off. They used to run these like steam-powered manufacturing machines, right? Mm-hmm. And the governor on them was spun around in a circle, and the faster it would go, these two balls would come out like this. So it was like a centrifugal thing. And so the faster the machine would run, the further the centrifugal clutch would extend out. And that's where the phrase came from, balls to the walls.
Wow. I would have thought it was something way more like old sportsy or like old war phrase.
No, that's where it comes from, the
Piece of
industrial
machinery.
era.
How about that? You learn something new every day.
I thought it was more so like a to the window, to the walls.
That's what I was thinking. I thought it was Little John.
Balls to the wall, kind of. But yeah, TikTok's a wild beast. But it's I attribute that a lot to that's kind of what your 10-year-olds are looking at these days. You know, I was sitting in front of a TV at 10 years old, watching television. I think your 5 to 12-year-olds. Pika was telling me the other day she saw someone changing a kid's diaper, and that kid was on their phone while like their diaper was getting changed.
I guess my niece and nephew are kind of like that. They're really good with like technology, and they're young. Like my nephew just turned 3, and I mean, you hand him a phone, he could get to YouTube.
Yeah.
Like he knows what the apps look like. He kind of knows how to like maneuver YouTube. He's watching a video and he gets kind of sick of it. He'll switch. He'll go to a new video, and it's wild, man. It is wild how technology is so fast with people so young, and they can get so good at it.
It's gonna be very interesting, like just like 5 years, because 5 years is so far away, but also not that far away. And that 8-year-old with a phone is gonna have 5 years of reps, no job, maybe possibly there's a lot of them out there without families trying. I was raised by a television, so they're getting raised by a phone.
Yeah.
All you need is a little bit of curiosity and the ability to use Google. So it's I know they're putting like coding classes in like first grade and things like that.
Holy crap!
But that's perfect time to learn it. So it's gonna be crazy. Over just like even a short period of time like that, what young kids could do with technology like that. But to bring it back to TikTok, I think that's also where you're getting a lot of your I don't know, just like you're out there communications, because this is children you're talking to most of the time, but also everyone else.
Yeah, there's a lot of people my age, a lot of people older, which is kind of cool. Like a lot of like the older generation, who are on there, and they'll come find my videos. Like there's this one person I call Grandma Wild, who's on there. She's not my grandma, but she always just says, like, "Oh, I'm Grandma Wild," and she's on there.
Was she named that before you, or is she just your biggest fan that she changed it to Grandma Wild?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, Grandma Wild approves" when she was watching my stuff, and it's just the coolest part about it for me is kind of what we were talking about before when we did the first interview. Is it's that ability to outreach to people, and I'll be playing my stuff, and I can do lives now, so I'll go live every now and then, and I try to do as much music as I can, but I also like the entertainment part. It doesn't have to be just singing. It can be, trying to make just a stupid, goofy video, whatever it may be to entertain people. And, people, especially when I do like the music stuff, and people will message me and they'll be like, "Hey, I haven't heard this song in a long time," or "This used to be one of my favorite songs. This was my dad's favorite song, my mom's favorite song, etc." And they'll be like, "When you sang it, it helped me feel like this," or "I've been having a really bad week and this has helped." And it's like all the time now. And that is the coolest part for me is, like once a week getting messages, or even people that I've kept up with now, and I'll be talking to them after a live or during a live, and I'll go on there. If I'm having a bad day, it makes me feel better, and I'll kind of put on there, and I'll put in my little caption, sad boy hours, and people will come in and they'll just, "Oh, my day's been like this, and I hope you're feeling like this," and it's this little community that we've built of all these people who are so caring and so cool, and like you go in there, and if you're having a bad day, they'll come reach out to you afterwards, or I'll reach out to them if they've been saying something in the live and being like, "Oh, I just had a rough week," or "It's been a rough day for me too," and I'll go message them after and be like, "Hey, hope everything's okay, keep your head up, you gotta understand that it's gonna pass, it's a roller coaster, and if you don't understand that you're on the ride that is life, you're not gonna have that much fun. Once you understand that life is a ride and you enjoy it even when it stinks, life becomes a lot easier when you understand there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, and just ride the roller coaster. It becomes a lot more fun that way."
I mean, I've been saying that for years. Life is like a roller coaster. Sometimes all you can do is hang on and hope you don't toss your lunch.
Yep. Throw your hands up in the air and just scream a little bit. Go right back for the up. Just
up and down.
Yeah, that's the coolest part, though, is the interaction with those kind of people, and being able to help and to be able to talk, and especially if I post originals and they're like, "I can't believe you wrote that. This song makes me think about this, or it makes me feel like this," and just being able to keep up with those kind of people. And they made a name for themselves. I had this girl named Whitney who's on there, who's kind of one of the people. Whitney, if you're watching this, I will shout you. I'll send this to you, Whitney.
Shout out Whitney.
Shout out Whitney. Whitney wins. Whitney wins. She is one of the main reasons that so many people have found me on TikTok. And she was in a live with this guy named Bryn. Bryn, if you're watching. Bryn and recording. Those are the main three. Whitney, Bryn, recording.
What's good?
Love you guys. They were in a live one day, and I joined, and all of a sudden Bryn was like, "Hey, Whitney came up with an idea. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones or whatever, but you came up with an idea to call people who like want to be your fans, and I was like, okay, because at this point I was at like, I think like 10,000 followers. I was like, you guys are getting way too ahead of yourselves, but sure, let's hear it. Like, well, I think it'd be cool to call you the Wildlings. Like everyone who follows with you and likes your stuff called the Wildlings, and I was like,
Wildlings?
Wildlings,
The
the Wildlings, and I was like, that's kind of cool, I guess. And I was like, I can't really have a say in it. I'm not allowed to make my own name for people who want to follow me. It's kind of what they want to be called. So they came up with that, and people have like actually loved it. Like they have hashtag Wildlings now, and you know we'll come in, and if I'm having a bad day or if I post something, you know they'll be like, oh, Wildlings, oh, love my Wildlings, all the Wildlings are here, and it's so weird within like the last 2 months just to go from like we were talking about, sitting in my room and just kind of playing and writing and playing shows here and there to now having people who want to check in all the time and people who will send me like these paragraphs of how much it has helped, like just listening to me or interacting with me and talking with me on lives. And it's insane to actually feel like what you've been doing for so long, what you've always kind of strived for is happening, and that you actually are making like this giant difference in people's lives, and you can be this light for them if their day's a little bit dark. And that's all I've ever wanted to do, and it is insanely cool how it's all happening, but it's a little overwhelming sometimes, just how fast it all happened.
Yeah, now that you're doing it, you sit there and you go, I can't believe this is really happening. Wow, is this really happening?
Yeah, for a while, the first day, because I remember
Very surreal.
the first week when it just started going and going and going, I remember sitting, I was having a cig, and I went outside in my backyard, and I kind of just sat there, and I was looking at the sky for the longest time, because I was like, okay, something's going to happen, and it's going to be like, okay, I was dreaming this whole time, and it's going to be like, okay, now I know I've just been dreaming, or maybe I'm in a coma, and I'm just like daydreaming all this. But yeah, it's been almost surreal, but it's been so much fun. Just that's the biggest part, to be able to interact with all these people and to be a helping hand and shed a little light on their day and have a little entertainment and remind them that life is pretty damn fun sometimes.
Absolutely.
It's cool.
This all started happening after you did the first showcase. Is that what I mean?
Yeah, right around there.
After you did, yeah. See, there you go,
Well,
ladies and gentlemen. That's what Prince Music will do for you. Come on, get a showcase going.
Get a showcase.
Well, let's talk about, because you said it has only really been 2 months, so there's not a lot of time to tweak things. But what has been tweaked over the past 2 months? From starting doing lives and making your posts, was there anything that changed? Even over that short span of time, based on what you're hearing back from your audience.
Finding my voice a little bit more, even just as much as I have worked and I like to experiment and mess stuff around with my voice, kind of finding the area where I fit, where people will really be like, man, this sounded like it could touch someone's soul, like this soothed me. Doing that kind of stuff and feeling that change to how to play a song or how to sing a song, that's changed a little bit. And just the more fun aspect of it. I used to only post music because I was like, this is what I want my music to be seen. But now I'm posting whatever I feel like, because it's like, well, this is fun. And then people will comment, people will watch it, or, they'll send it to me for some weird freaking reason. But just doing kind of whatever I please and having fun and being able to, like I said, just making people laugh. If it's a minute clip, if it makes them laugh, if I brightened 3 people's day, that I wouldn't have done it without posting that video, or if at the end of the day I know 5 people were made a little bit happier because of one of my videos, that's a rich day for me right there. I am swimming in oil money.
About this. How much more how much more is TikTok taking over your life? How much more do you use TikTok, or how has your usage varied over the last couple months?
It's definitely gone up. Trying to keep up with posting as much as possible, and they'll kind of punish you if you've been posting for a while and you don't post for like a day or two. They'll punish you, and like they will not send your stuff out to people. Like they'll keep you on your own page for a couple days.
The algorithm's gonna keep you in check.
The algorithm checks you out, says, dude, don't do that to us. But yeah, doing a lot more lives. I mean, I'll go on there and do a live for 4 or 5 hours sometimes, and just be sitting and playing guitar and sitting and talking with people and just kind of seeing how their day was or where they're from, favorite animal, favorite color. Just that's the fun part for me, finding out about people and finding out all the weird things that people like or don't like, and why they don't like them or why they love them. It's cool to me. It's fascinating how people work, and you just think you get kind of in your own head sometimes in life, because it's the way life is. You kind of think that it's a movie written for you. You'll walk around, you're like, I'm the main character. This is my life. This is my story. And it's cool to see that every idea is not your idea. The way people think is not the way that you think. It's cool. It's cool to see what people latch onto from their childhoods, or what people try to throw away from their childhoods, or what they just grew up and saw. And they're like, I don't want to be like this, or I don't want to act like this, or I do want to be like this, or I do want to act like this. It's interesting to me, just seeing how people work.
So judging on what's happened over the last couple months, looking ahead, even just the next couple months with, doors opening and how you want to continue to provide value, it sounds like there could be things coming from a variety of different directions.
Yeah, a little bit.
What kind of are you going to try and keep grounded or focused on over the next 2 months, seeing how much has happened since I saw you last?
I guess the biggest thing that I want to focus on, because we talked about this before too, and it's now with more people, I'll get all these comments if I'm doing a live, or like if I post a song, I'll get all these comments and they'll be like, oh, do you have your stuff posted anywhere? Do you have Spotify? Do you have Apple Music? Do you got iTunes? And I have to sit there and just kind of grit my teeth and be like, not yet. Like, no, I don't. So obviously growing, trying to impact as many people as possible is the biggest goal. And because it's not like, the numbers is cool and it's nice. Like, I don't walk around to like my friends. Like, I don't go to my family and be like, hey, guess who's top shit around here? Guess who's got 40,000 followers? And I don't like, it's not about the numbers. It's about the actual people in those numbers who make it count, who you're really affecting, who you're really interacting with. That's the cool part. And being able to up that number and up the amount of people I can affect and talk to and influence. I mean, people have been telling me like they're buying guitars. Like, oh, I'm going to go buy a guitar. I want to learn guitar now, and I want to start writing songs because of you. You've inspired me to write songs. You've inspired me to pick up an instrument. And that's mind-blowing to me, too. Like, I have my idols that I looked up to, and there's a reason I play guitar, because there's people that I saw when I was younger, and I'm like, man, I want to do that. I want to do something like that. And
when people tell you that they're going to go buy a guitar, make sure you send them over.
Send them over. I'll say, come to Prince
Send
Music
them right
Company.
here.
It's just crazy to really know that, and not just like think it in your head and like I said before, lie to yourself about reality. It's like people are really inspired by me just doing what I thought was nonchalant, just me in my room all the time, and it makes a big difference to people, and that's the coolest fact for me. So trying to obviously impact as many people as possible over the next 2 months, and who knows, maybe try to work on something, on an album or like a EP or something, getting something in the works to have out so that people can have it on repeat. They don't have to go to like YouTube or whatever and listen to a song. So that's probably my 2 biggest goals, are try to impact as many people and try to get music put somewhere at least that they can sit and listen to and show their friends or whatever.
Absolutely. You're telling me you're not on Spotify? You have 40,000 TikTok followers. You're not on Spotify?
No, not yet. I tried a couple. I've had a couple runs at it. One was a buddy of mine. This one is the one that kind of set me sour for a while with trying to get my music out. Because I went over to his place. He had all the equipment, all the stuff. Laid down some guitar for him, guitar lines and all this kind of stuff. And he was like, well, how do you think you want your songs to go? Blah, blah, blah. And we kind of laid out lyrics and this, that, the other thing. And then it came to like a month later. And I was like, so when are we going to get back in there and like actually get the words over this and start doing stuff and get it put out? And he never responded, and I found out later that he used all the guitar tracks for his buddy who rapped. Oh. And so he used all those and used it for him. And he's like, oh, yeah, sorry, dude. And I was like,
that's dirt.
Cool, thank you. And then same kind of thing happened again. Had another guy that we were getting everything kind of laid down, the groundwork of how we wanted it. And we got one song recorded right where I wanted it. And then he just went off the map, never heard from him again. Like, to this day, I haven't heard from him again. So I've been a little bit, I want it to really be something that I can look back on and our minds line up perfectly. And, you know, my dream and their dream can come together. And it can be something I can look back on and be, like, insanely proud of. Like, I don't want it to just be some half-ass project. If I'm doing it, I really want to go, you know, I want to be like that machine. I want to go balls to the wall. And I want it to be something that I can look back and go, this was done perfectly. This was done exactly how I want it. This sounds perfectly like I want it. And have that all line up.
Maybe you two should get together and some guitar and some violin. I think that'd be really cool.
Ooh, some strings in there.
We're gonna get out of here, but before we go, I just want to give you this.
Rick has just been a walking ad the last half of this show.
Make sure you
Rick!
have that hanging on your wall so everybody can see Prince Music Company when you do your
Look at
thing.
that! I gotta show
Dylan.
it to the camera.
We'd love to get you in the 5 appearance club. Get you your own red jacket for your 5 appearances on the show. So I'd love to have you back.
Is that an actual
Because you're
thing?
gonna I'm making it happen. You're battling Ron because Ron's I think in the lead with the amount of appearances.
Ron's got 4.
Yeah, Ron's got 4. So
I'll get to 5 before he can. I can throw in 3 real fast.
but it's a whirlwind with you, Dylan Wild. It's tough to ignore talent.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see where he comes. Until then, a special Valentine's Day episode with Dylan Wild and the System, your 2 favorite himbos. Until then, have fun, be safe,
Yeah, that's right.
and trust
Be
the
cool, be
system.
safe.
And
See you
good
later,
people.
Systemaniacs. See, that's what I call my guys, the Systemaniacs.
The Systemaniacs. I like that.
But I'll see you next time.